there YouTube, my name is Casey, you may know me as Acer from TikTok, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build an X-Wing in Minecraft. Before we get started, please take note of all the blocks I'm going to be using to build this. You can see them on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so first up, you're going to notice that I've already started the front end of the ship for you. We're going to be using the smooth stone blocks and slabs to create this, and basically all you have to do is copy down what I have pictured here. And as always, I would definitely recommend that you pause the video whenever you have to, just make sure you're counting the right, measurements out. You don't want it to be too long or too short, stuff like that. Okay, so next up, we're going to start expanding the sides of our ship. Basically, again, you just want to copy down what I have pictured here. Make sure you're getting the correct measurements and everything. We're going to be using the smooth stone slabs and then the polished andesite stairs to form this. And definitely, pay close attention to the way that the stairs are angled. You want them to, look exactly as they do here. And I'm going to focus in on them for you so you make sure to get them placed down in the correct, direction. All right, next up, we're going to want to take out our polished andesite slabs and from the bottom of the ship, extend backwards about 9 spaces. Next up, we're going to be using the nether wart blocks to pretend that they are red paint blocks because I tried a couple other blocks, but I didn't really like how they looked. So I thought the nether wart blocks really gave it that nice, vibrant red feel. So we're going to do that and make sure you, extend out the correct length as I'm showing here. I think it's about 8 blocks instead of the 9 blocks that we did for this polished andesite slabs. And then underneath, you're going to want to take out your stone brick stairs and fill it in on the bottom. Then we're going to grab our smooth stone slabs and create this formation and then grab out our polished andesite stairs and basically repeat what we did on the bottom with the stone brick stairs, but with the polished andesite stairs. Once again, definitely make sure you're placing the stairs in the correct direction. That might get confusing, but again, just pause the video if at any point you need to do so. We're also going to use the red carpet to give it some red paint on the top. Okay, so next up, we're going to fill in what we've just built with some polished andesite blocks. We should encapsulate the ship. It should look a little bit more complete now. And then from where we just left off, extend back 3 spaces as well. Okay, so from here, we're basically done with the main fuselage of the ship. We're just going to extend out with the stairs on the top and the bottom. And instead of, continuing out with the nether wart blocks, we're just going to finish it up with the polished andesite blocks instead. The paint is just going to end there. Later on, towards the end of the video, we're actually going to edit this, give it some more detail, but you don't have to worry about that for right now. For now, just, build what I have on the screen here. So once again, we're just finishing the back end of the ship, filling it in with the polished andesite blocks instead of the nether wart blocks, extending the stairs outwards, and then, there's going to be a couple of holes on the bottom. I think it's actually just one, but, we don't want any random hole sitting there, so we're going to fill that in as well. And now you should be able to start to see, the basic frame, at least of the center portion of the X-Wing. You can see there is a completed one in the back over there, but this is what you should have right about now. If it doesn't look like that, definitely rewind and pause where you think you may have, messed up. You'll notice that I've already placed some chiseled stone bricks on the outside portion of the ship. This is going to be the start of our engines, and make sure you have them placed in the correct spot. This is what I would consider to probably be the hardest part of the build. You're going to want to take your stone brick stairs and then your polished diorite stairs and place them in this fashion. It's very important that they look like this, and then we're going to repeat this on the bottom as well. But just make sure you have them placed in the correct order. That's why I had to start with the chiseled bricks on the outside so that we could do it exactly like this. So once again, right now, we're just repeating exactly what we just did on the top there with the stone brick stairs and the polished diorite stairs. You'll see that the top end of these stairs on the bottom here should align perfectly with the bottom end of the stairs on the top. This is to give the engine sort of that, the rounded shape, or at least the best that we can in Minecraft. As you'll know that, Minecraft is a bunch of blocks. So rounded features are definitely tough, but this is the best that I came up with. Right now, you'll notice that I'm just filling in the inside of the engine. It doesn't really matter what blocks you use to do this or how they're placed, but it should look at least something like this. And then on the top, we're going to take our stone brick stairs and basically round out the tops and the bottoms of the engines. And it's important to note that, you're just doing the exact same thing on the other side of the ship as well. It is, symmetrical, so I'm only going to show it on the one side, but you just have to do it again on the, the other side, and it should look exactly the same. Okay, so next up, you'll see I've already placed a bunch of smooth stone blocks and slabs, and this is actually going to be our connector piece, which connects the wing to the engine of the ship. It's not very complicated. All you have to do is copy down what I have pictured here on the screen, and just make sure you pay close attention to how I have it placed on the engines. After you finish the connector piece, you're going to want to take out your smooth stone slabs and build up 3 slabs high in the exact fashion I'm showing you here. Once again, I just want to remind you to pay close attention to how the slabs and stairs are being placed, as they are very important to the overall design of the ship. Moving forward, though, we're going to extend 7 spaces outwards from the connector piece you've just built. Okay, you'll notice I've gotten a lot of progress done since our last step. All I really did was repeat the steps I just showed you on the other side of the ship. And then basically, the 7 slabs you just placed, we're just going to fill in the back end in like a 2-3-2 pattern, so it should look like this. All right, 1 space in from the far end of the wings, you're going to want to take your slabs again on the tops and bottoms and create an L, exactly how I'm showing you here. And then break the slab I'm showing here and then just lower it by 1. And this is actually going to be the connector piece from our wings to our laser cannons. For the laser cannons, I'm going to be using the polished andesite blocks on the tops and bottoms of the connector piece that we've just built. We're going to extend 3 spaces out, and then on the back, we're going to be using the polished andesite stairs, make it a little, rounded out, and then grab your diorite walls and extend 3 out in the front end of the ship. Grab your diorite stairs, make it look, nice and pretty. Grab your end rods and then place them on the ends of the stair pieces, and there you have it. Those are your laser cannons. All you have to do is repeat the same steps on the other side of the ship, and you're basically good to go. So all we have left from here is a few small details. We're going to, finish up the cockpit of the ship with the gray stained glass, and then, a couple of more smooth stone slabs as well. And then the cockpit is finished there. And then for a couple of details on the top, we're going to use some, just different variations of rails and some daylight sensors. I don't know why I did this. I just thought it looked nice. And as I said earlier, we're going to actually replace the back end of the ship with some stone bricks instead of the polished andesite blocks that I have here. And in the middle, we're going to place a blast furnace. I don't know why, I just think it's a nice detail. I've added it to all of my Star Wars ships, the Y-Wing, the U-Wing, and the TIE Fighters, which is actually going to be my next how-to video, how to build the TIE Fighter. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then up next, I believe I had a request to do the U-Wing. So after the TIE Fighter, it's going to be how to build the U-Wing. You'll see here that it kind of looks a little funky with the engine, so I know up front we used the chiseled bricks, and I'm actually going to replace some of the bricks here with them as well. And after that, there's really just one more final touch that I love to add to my X-Wings, and that is with the Shroom Light. So after the Nether update came out, I discovered that the Shroom Light looks really good as like a flame emitting from the engines, as like, an exhaust port or something. So we're going to take out the Shroom Light and basically just build it in like, no particular order, but I usually do like a zigzag fashion like this. And I just think it looks really good. I think it looks exactly like how I would imagine some flames just shooting out of the engines of an X-Wing. So there you have it. That is how to build an X-Wing in Minecraft. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more YouTube videos. They're on the way. And then I might actually have a collection showcase video up as well. So stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like if you like this video. And may the Force be with you all, always.